Welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one third of the nerds, Sonny, and the other two thirds are Manny and Frank.
Hey
Hi
man,
guys.
that was pretty good.
Thanks for listening.
Are they listening?
Yeah, they're listening.
Maybe. Okay.
As long as we have one, it's all
They're
matters.
out there. They're out there.
They're out there somewhere. So crazy world that we live in, man. It's very sad and crazy, but hopefully everyone is safe who's listening to this. There's a lot of people out there that have opinions about the matter. I think we could all agree on we just want peace and love everywhere and respect in every single race, color, profession, all that kind of stuff. But we are here to talk about fun stuff and hopefully get your minds off of everything bad in the world and kind of dive into what we like to dive into when everything gets a little bit more real and a little bit more rough with it. So we hope you're all safe.
I won't say to forget what's going on, but more to give you a break for at least an hour, just to kind of think about something else while everything else is going on. That's kind of our main goal, just to even just for this hour to kick back with us, listen to us talk about something. Just so you can again not forget what's going on, but just to take a minute to yourself, calm down, listen to something that you enjoy. So, and that's the best we can do here. So,
yep. So, without further ado, what is some news out there, guys?
Man, there's a ton of movie news. Not really like trailers and exciting stuff. It's more like bad.
We're talking about the stuff kicking back up. Oh, bad. What's bad?
Well, AMC said they really don't think they can open. I believe somebody said they want to buy them, maybe Amazon or something. I really don't know.
Oh, yeah,
but they seem afraid that they're not going to open.
Yeah, I don't think they are going to open, but that'd be cool if Amazon buys them. I mean, can you imagine a theater that no one works in? You just go and flash your phone. I mean, it's possible, right? Like if they have a store
I never thought of that, man.
no one works. If no one, I think about it. They have a store that no one works in. You just scan it and leave.
Yeah.
Why not? You can't open the door of a theater until you scan your phone and then you walk in. You know, it's almost kind of genius. Of course, you're going to have someone works there just in case they see that people are sneaking into movies and all that to kind of stop all that. But who knows? Or you pay one price. It could be $100 a year, and you could go see whatever movie you want. I just came up with an idea.
There's so many things you'd have to think about, but I would like the idea.
Yeah,
I would totally like the idea, but it's just like, what about like the food? Like people are grabbing everything and like. I don't know.
No, it was. We're looking at maybe like a space, like a sci-fi movie where there's a giant wall that's locked. You have to swipe your card to grab something, and every time you grab something, it charges it. Because that's what they have at my work. There's like a big thing where like it opens the door, or whatever you take out, it charges. So if you take out 10 things, it charges you for 10 things. So I mean, there's a work around everything, and it would be interesting if that actually happened. I don't know, unless there's a robot to tell people, hey, turn off your phone or shut up. Then okay, maybe I'm in. But
yeah, but nobody tells you to shut up now anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Unless you're talking to a kid while watching Batman versus Superman, and I'm in the same theater, I'll tell them shut up. But Amazon already has a store in major cities where no one works there, maybe just stock. There's no special lock or anything. Everything's open. It's just you scan your phone, you walk in. Whenever you take it off the shelf and you leave with it, your card will get charged. And then if you put it back, your card won't get charged. So they could easily do something like that. Granted, you are going to have to keep some kind of control, and that's where it comes. But why not us have something like Movie Pass where you pay monthly, or AMC is having A stubs, which I personally think it sucks because you can only want to have one subscription. But why not do something like that and just tweak it with Amazon? I didn't even think about it. I have not thought about that. This is why I like the show, because I have not at one point thought of that, and now I'm even more excited for AMC potentially selling.
You're almost as excited as our movie bar idea.
I even forgot about the movie bar. I'm probably more excited for that. And you can still put a bar in there, but yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if that was like the front, and then you can go watch your movie in the back, or something like that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Well, they gotta reopen them. I can't imagine they have so many locations, and the screens are already there. I mean, it would be really weird if they never opened again. That would be really weird.
I think they'll keep their I know that they have a name for them, but like their high class ones with the chairs and the
dining and all that.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like those, I think will stay open.
And those are the ones I don't
like that.
But they might consider closing the ones that like the one at here. It's like in Galewood. It's like $5 to see like a brand new movie, like $6.
That's far, isn't it?
No, it's only.
I've never been there.
Is that AMC?
Yeah, it's AMC. Yeah, I think it's only like 20 minutes away.
I've never heard of it.
I've been there a few times. But yeah, I mean, I can see them I think if they were smart, they would take this opportunity to kind of trim the fat. Now, unfortunately, people would lose their jobs. But I mean, if you're gonna, I mean, if you're looking at this by pure business standpoint, they're gonna have to trim the fat and just focus on the places that are working, and make them better. Because there are some AMCs that you walk in like, oh boy, this is just nasty.
Well, I think around me there's at least 4 or 5 within 20 minutes max. So it's
kind of like
McDonald's.
Like everywhere you go, like every 6 blocks there's one. So I think if they bring it in a little bit, focus on it, tighten up, they can actually, I think, be okay. But
it's going to be really hard to watch movies, man, because even now with 4 or 5 in the area, it gets really crowded at all 5. Well, so sure. now if you have one, you're never going to see a movie.
I would be okay if we go back to the days where seats sell out. I'll be okay with that.
I wouldn't. Why would you? It doesn't...
Well, because, I mean, then at that point, the movie you're watching has a little bit more of a, like, exclusivity to it. It becomes more of an event that you have to plan out for it. Like, granted, I plan already for the movies. I buy the tickets ahead of time, so I don't think it would be. Yeah, sometimes lately I've been 3 months ahead with these movies, but I don't know, man. It's just fun like that. Like when Avengers was coming out, I was on there waiting for tickets. Little stuff like that, man. I think that's what. That's what I think was exciting for it. So I do hope that kind of comes back. It sucks for people to lose their jobs and all that.
Yes,
but if Amazon buys it, maybe they don't have to lose their jobs. But maybe. I don't know.
But it's kind of like, it seems like if they bought it, wouldn't they end up like losing money on it? Or was it just mismanaged by AMC, or like how did they get into such a bad position with that?
So, I mean, any business you get into, you don't want to lose money, right? But if anyone could lose money, it's Amazon and Apple.
Sure, but they still don't want to.
Sure, but
I'm just thinking, like, what's in it for them then? Like, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, both of them have movie. What's the word I'm looking for? They both have movie studios.
Amazon and who?
Amazon and Apple.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah, and
maybe all the streaming services each buy one of them, and then by that point they're all purchased.
Yeah.
There's an HBO one, a Netflix one.
No, please. I think what they could do, and I just lost my train of thought. Hold on, give me a second here. I think what Amazon could do, I think them being a bigger company, other film studios might be more inclined to work with them, maybe. Say, hey, you come to our theaters, and then we'll give you streaming rights or some kind of deal they can work out. Because, as profitable as Amazon is, their Amazon Prime streaming service is more of an afterthought, and they're not really capitalizing on that market. Which again, they have the money to do it. They just they see it as more like a little add-on for you to get the Prime yearly. And hey, you get this, you get the some movies and stuff with with your free 2-day shipping and Prime Day and all this kind of stuff. So I think they can Amazon would find a way to streamline it, make it more efficient, make it profitable. If someone was, probably would be Amazon. Again, there's probably robots, drones, and people.
Right. They could probably automate it and stuff.
Yeah, so they would have the capability to. It just, I think like the big theaters would have to be more like Manny was saying, more like a spectacle thing of like showing up and you walk in this kind of how they used to be, like beautiful lights and carpet and it's just like it's an experience to go there from as soon as you walk to the door, as soon as you walk out. So
yeah,
and I think there is still room for that. And I know you guys aren't the biggest fan of the music box, but that's kind of what the music box is. It's an experience when you walk in, and as soon as you walk
experience.
out. Well, some.
But Amazon.
Why is it horrible? It's not horrible.
It's horrible. It almost made me hate Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Damn.
And
we had fun the other time.
Not because it's not because of that. We had fun because of The Thing, because The Thing itself is an old movie. Yeah. And that was like a kind of one-time thing. But even at that time, it was freaking hot in there. No, actually, you know what? No, it was hot. It was hot in there.
Seats were kind of rough and,
Yeah, that, I don't care how old that theater is. I mean, sometimes you do got to renovate. Anyway, I kind of disagree with what you're saying, Sonny, because Amazon is a pretty big company. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't have the movies in front of me, but they have been more in the Academy Awards than Netflix has. And they won, I think, a couple more Oscars than they have. For sure mentioned with it. I think, so I think Amazon's been in the game a little bit more. Apple's a little bit newer, so Apple buying AMC, I think that's a little bit more of a long shot. But either company buys them, I think it'd be interesting for sure, man. For sure. This whole stuff has really kind of excelled us into the future with the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting seeing what happens with that.
Supposedly,
any more thoughts on this?
Supposedly, Cinemark's going to open in June, and they're not going to require masks, which is kind of weird.
They are going to recommend wearing them, but they're not going to force you to wear masks, which is interesting.
Ugh, God, I wouldn't go, man. I just wouldn't go.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
I mean,
I can't do it, man.
It's optional avoids conflict with people because there are people that will get in a fight if you don't have a mask on. Like, fuck you, ain't putting a mask on.
I think there's still going to be conflict, man. They're going to.
There's always going to be something for anywhere, but if they can minimize it on their end, then I think they feel better.
What's the last movie you guys saw in a theater? Can you remember? I can't.
What did I see?
I'm drawing a blank right now.
I'll look at my app.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I can take a look.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey, February or what?
Yeah, that's about right. February, and then March is when all this crap started happening. And
man, I don't remember. I really don't remember.
My tits history, Birds of Prey. Then before that, it was Star Wars.
Man, I have not.
And then before that, it was JoJo. And then before that, it was Dr. Sleep. And then before that, it was Joker. And
I haven't gone since 1917. That was my last one.
When did Star Wars come out?
December
17th or something like that.
Oh, never mind. I think either. Oh, I didn't go to AMC last. The last thing I saw at AMC was Underwater in January.
Oh yeah.
I saw something else. I can't remember what I saw last because at a certain point it just blends together.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy going to the movies. I want them to be open again. Now, granted, I want more matinee showings just because I'm a cheap bastard. But there's certain movies I just don't want to watch with crowds, and some that I do. And I want to go to the movies. I want to buy popcorn because they make most of their money from you buying popcorn and pop. So I want to be able to go back, sit in a nice chair with a nice surround sound, with a nice screen and a good bulb. I want that again. I
Sure, I
like
do
watching
too.
movies at home, but I love being in the movie theaters. So
I do too. But we'll just have to see what
All
happens.
right, next one.
Mulan is gonna go streaming. They're not gonna bother with the movie theater.
What?
Yeah, man. They probably just, I don't know. They probably just
Okay.
figure, they just probably figure they can generate a big buzz on Disney Plus or something.
Because the last thing I heard, like I think it was last week or something, there was a someone in the New York Times that they ran the numbers and they suggested that Disney put it out on streaming and it would be better for them than to put it in theaters.
I heard
I
that
guess
too.
someone, so I guess just someone heard it and said, okay, well, why not? Because I think it was already supposed to be out, right? Like it was supposed to come out like what, in February, March?
I think March or May, maybe.
It's opening up in July.
That's what I'm thinking.
But this is April 3rd. Where did you see it?
What?
Where did you see Mulan's coming on Disney Plus? I haven't seen that.
Oh, I didn't say that. I just said that they're not going to put it in theaters. I was just saying. I wasn't really stating a fact. I was just saying that it would probably be good for them to.
Oh.
To be like, oh, look, we're going to give you Mulan on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Don't you love us? Don't you want to keep our service forever?
I don't think that's happening. I think they could route Mulan. So this is a could.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could and or should.
This one says July 24th. It's going to happen.
I'm surprised they haven't done the, what do you call it, movie at home premiere thing.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I think for Disney, I think they have the best option. I think they have the best options of just going straight streaming because kids will watch the movie and they're going to want you to buy the toys anyway. So they'll make money off of merchandising. Just on the kids that see the movie. So
but is that enough to cover the movie cost though? That's the thing.
I mean, for now, it's something. Just because again,
I don't think Mulan's going to be a toy thing.
You never know. I mean.
Not that big. It's not going to be as big as like Toy Story, of course, or something.
No, what?
Like even when Beauty and the Beast came out, there was no real toy grab. Aladdin there was
some more teacups or something. Yeah, that's all they had.
Well, Aladdin they gravitated more to the cartoon. There's not even what's the dragon's name? Mushu in this.
Yeah.
So.
You also got to remember too. These live action sparks nostalgia for a lot of older fans. So they probably go, oh, I gotta go back and buy this or buy a new bag or buy a t-shirt or something.
Or I want a mug or something like that.
Not only are you getting the young kids, you're getting the old kids too. So, I mean, again, I for the way things are, because there's no guarantee if it comes out in July, many people are going to go see it. There's no guarantee. Some are going to say, screw it, I don't care, I'm going to go. And some are like, I'm going to hold off until next year. So
yeah.
It's kind of a toss-up if you put it in theaters. So
another movie rumor, Keanu Reeves will lead the Justice League Dark movie as Constantine.
Yes.
I just think that's funny. I don't know. I like that movie though. I do like.
I like it too.
Yeah, I do enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, it's a rumor, but I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I think if it is, that'd be awesome. It's just
they've been saying Justice League Dark for so long. At one point, Del Toro was going to do it. That way, I would want to see. But
last thing I heard, Justice League Dark is going to be a show on HBO Max.
I heard that too.
So yeah, that's why I felt like I don't know how true that one is.
It's probably maybe not, but I thought we'd get a laugh out of it.
I'll wait for Matrix 4 and be happy with that, and we'll see what we got.
And John Wick on the same day.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that guy.
Keanu Day.
Keanu Day. Oh my God, we ain't gonna make.
That'd be incredible, man.
That'd be a good day.
I don't even know how we would do it. We probably do both the movies in the
By the
morning,
live
like do the first two shows, like 10 and 12, and then
Oh,
spend the rest of the day. And maybe if we feel like it, we'll just go watch John Wick again that night. Like when after we had fun, we'll rewatch.
That's even dangerous. All right, my turn. So this is from IGN. Marvel Studios regain Daredevil TV rights in late 2020. So by November, the rights should be back with Disney.
TV only?
Sorry, with Marvel. Oh, Disney Marvel. It looks like. Let me see. Marvel Studios won't be on. So I'm guessing since it says TV rights, I'm guessing it's going to be movie rights as well.
Okay.
With that, so it's going to be kind of like all in one kind of stuff.
I thought there was like timed, like there's 6 more months to go or something, and then they get them back.
Oh yeah, it's November.
Okay.
November. So the rights to Jessica Jones and the Punisher will follow in February 2021. And yeah, in less than a year, all 5 franchises will be back with Marvel. It's gonna be interesting. I still have not watched the last season.
Of what?
Of Daredevil.
Oh yeah.
Of all of them.
That's great. It's good stuff.
I genuinely love those 3 seasons of the show. I think I've said it here and on chat plenty of times, but season 3 of Daredevil I think is damn near perfect, if not perfect. I just love it. I love all 3 seasons. I think it's probably the best Daredevil we're gonna get, and it's gonna be hard to follow up. So it's gonna be.
I think I asked this. Is there a lot of Daredevil in the suit in season 3?
No, not really.
I mean,
and yet it's the best Daredevil.
Story, man. The story's great.
Story.
All right.
I will say I was disappointed. I was like, after all that, I mean, put him in the suit, man. Like, you know, because we only really got 1 season where he's in the suit. The other 2, he's really not in it.
How about Kingpin? Is there a good amount of Kingpin in season 3?
Very little.
Oh, hell no!
I knew you wouldn't like it.
This is why I've stood away.
This is about his past and him getting over that and him becoming the man without fear. That's what it's about. It's not about Kingpin.
Yes.
It's not about.
Hold on, wait. Kingpin may not be like in every episode, but when he's on there, he's memorable. He's very good, and again, because we have Daredevil. You have Bullseye, you have Kingpin, and those 3 guys together. There's a lot of great story. Again, the pacing is just goes and goes until the very last episode.
He's not as good as he was in season 1. He's not. I didn't feel the presence in this.
What is the percentage of Daredevil in his suit in season 3?
Like 1 out of 10 episodes.
Well, I can't tell.
That's 10%, bro.
There's a thing with the suit, but I can't really say anything until you watch it. But
it's not a lot of suit, not a lot of Kingpin. Don't look for that. As much as you want it, as much as I wanted it, I still really enjoyed the season.
I guess I'm not that big of a Daredevil fan. I thought I was gonna start watching this right after, but I don't know now. I don't know if I care about more Matt Murdock than I do about Daredevil. I mean, if you give me a Bruce Wayne story with Batman, I'm not going to tell you I'm so excited that I'm going to see a lot more Bruce Wayne than Batman. But I would.
He still does stuff. He just doesn't have the costume. He doesn't have the red costume.
He has his costume from season 1.
That crap. That's why we always see that in like the picture I have here. So, that's why you see.
Don't watch it. Just don't watch it.
Watch it.
Wait for Marvel's
That's
version.
why you see that?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Oh, that's like him peeling off the Daredevil armor and then going back to his regular stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it was...
They spent a whole season building up to it.
I know, that's just annoying.
I think last 2 episodes of season 1. Granted, we saw it a good amount for season 2.
We did.
And some for the Defenders. And in season 3, we don't see nothing but the first episode.
I think you guys are putting too much on the suit itself. It's a great story. It's a really
great story.
Like,
story.
Is the superhero still a superhero without the suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
because Daredevil doesn't have gadgets or superpower. He has his ingenuity, his fightability, his heart.
He's kind of toned down in the series in general because he doesn't have bulletproof armor. He doesn't throw like
he has to be smarter.
Sticks at people. He's more realistic, down to the ground level. Like that first fight he had in the hallway, the famous fight. There's a lot of getting tired, getting up, fighting through it. He's not like a machine that can roundhouse kick 20 guys and not get tired.
Do I have to watch to enjoy this season?
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Don't.
Because then I would have to turn in my nerd card. But the reason why I have not watched it, to be honest, is because I'm behind on Jessica Jones. I believe I finished Luke Cage season 2. I didn't even really start on Iron Fist. You guys know where I'm going with this question.
You could watch nothing else.
But you know me, guys. You know me. I love when everything kind of connects together. Is there stuff?
Is probably the only thing you have to watch. Okay, well then you don't have to watch anything else because it's
really unrelated, man.
It picks up right after that for him, and then Jessica Jones doesn't tie in, Luke Cage doesn't tie in.
They don't even show up, I don't think.
Yeah. They don't tie in, so you're pretty much caught up. You just have to watch season 3.
How about Punisher? Does he catch up in there?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
They're in the same. I guess they're all in the same.
Punisher season 2 I like season 2, so that's another one.
The problem I have with Hollywood, and the reason why I like these Marvel movies more than regular comic book movies, is because I feel like, and I don't know if it's the actor doing this who plays these main roles or it's the studios, but I hate that the actor who's supposed to play the main character hardly has the suit on. That always happened in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. That annoyed the hell out of me. For no good reason, fucking Tobey Maguire took off the mask.
It off, or it rips, and you could see his face. And
the ripping is okay. Like, I always like the ripping, and that's a cheap way to get his face. I like that.
Sure.
There's a scene in Spider-Man 2. I can't remember what the scene was. Oh, the beginning, where he's going to the play with MJ, and all of a sudden there's this car chase because these guys stole the right. Yeah. So he saves the day. He goes in between the semi, and he ends up on the car, and he's driving the car in his Spider-Man suit in the middle of fucking traffic, and he takes off his mask to drive. And it's a convertible. So that's the kind of stuff. And I don't know. I always got mad at that. And Daredevil kind of did it, but kind of not. They gave him the suit. I was happy. Batman's probably the one episode, the one thing. Like, you would see that in Batman Returns, where Bruce Wayne at the end rips off the mask. So it's the final climax.
Oh, right.
Hollywood's going to give Michael Keaton his time. You could.
Well, I mean, it worked in the story. Again, if it works within the story, it makes sense. But because again, in this, it's not just like him in a suit fighting bad guys. It's his suit and tie and fighting bad guys. Like, it's everything is tied together. There's a reason why he decides to go the other way. There's a reason for everything that happens. It's not just to do it because why not?
Yes. No, it's like I said, it's a great story and really good.
So we'll see. But that was always my pet peeve for comic book movies, especially the early comic book movies.
Oh, sure.
That's why, honestly, in my opinion, that's why Wolverine never got a mask. Because of Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman sold tickets. People went to go see X-Men because of Hugh Jackman, because everyone loved Wolverine. Yeah. That's why Logan, not the first one, but that's X-Men sold that one. But after that, we saw how Wolverine was. I mean, X2 was all about Logan.
Yeah.
So I think Hugh Jackman's the only one that showed in almost all of the X-Men movies.
Mm-hmm. He
was a big seller, and I think he's the reason why we never got, not him personally, but him as an actor and him with his name is the reason why we never got Logan inside his suit. Agree? Disagree?
No, I don't necessarily disagree. I don't know if it would have been smart to put him in the suit.
Why?
Because I think it was a deleted scene or it was like a stinger.
Yep.
I think it was after
and the Wolverine.
I wanted that.
That would look weird. That would look like the big ears like that. I don't know. It kind of would
That's
look.
who he is, though.
I mean,
That's
you
the
can
guy in
change.
the
I mean,
comic.
again, things don't translate from paper to movies all the time. You had to compromise certain changes to make it look.
They did. I mean, they made it darker, and it's not so yellow. And
so, Sonny, that whole thing was supposed to be an Easter egg. He was never supposed to put that in. It just made the cutting room floor. My point is, granted, not everything translates into movies. Okay, I get that. But why not tone it down and make it fit? I mean, you got freaking Cyclops in there. You got the Beast in there, all blue. And the first Beast didn't look that great. The second one looked even better. Why not get Wolverine's mask? It never happened. It was all right.
I don't know. Last Stand was pretty good. He looked good in that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The Last Stand. You're talking about Beast, or who are you talking about?
Yeah, no, Beast.
Yeah, Last Stand. Oh, yeah, I didn't really like it too much, but it was Beast at the time, and I was happy seeing a blue guy run around. But yeah, that's my pet peeve. I'm sorry, Sonny. What's your news?
So with everything going on, I wasn't really into anything, but I will bring up this just to piggyback off the last episode. Supernatural season 15 part 1 is now available on Netflix, so you can watch the first 13 episodes of the last season now, and they're waiting to finish the final 2 episodes to shoot those. Once they're given the green light to go back and film again. So that's pretty much all I got.
I got another one.
You started watching it?
No, I'll talk about more. I'm a nerd. I'm watching something else.
Oh, I thought that was it.
No.
Okay.
Another one. I thought I had another one. Well, it's just confirming that Mentoring is still October. That's not really new, though. All these movies are starting to film. The Batman, Jurassic World 3, Shang-Chi are starting, so that's good news. I think some of those will struggle, though, to get off.
They're starting to film again?
Yeah, they're at least on the road to starting to film again. Cinemax still feels that Tenet is going to be released in July. We'll see about that. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this. You probably did with everything that's going on. I forgot I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but John Boyega.
Yeah.
You guys know who I'm talking about?
Yes,
did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, yes. Did you guys see what he was involved with during the past couple days? Yeah.
Sure did.
I've seen some pictures.
I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him. He took
what
was going on in the world above his own needs, and he risked his career of potentially not working again and speaking up for what he believes in, which is Black Lives Matter. And he said, and I think we could swear on this, he says, this might mess up my career. I might not be able to work again, but fuck it, basically.
I heard that certain studios or somebody was behind him with it. They weren't mad at him about it.
Disney was behind him 100%.
Who?
And then Disney.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if they're behind you, that's good. But everyone is kind of coming up to him now. One article piqued my interest. What if Jordan Peele works with John Boyega? Or about this? How about John finally comes back to the Star Wars universe? And I wouldn't be mad seeing a show about him or story about him. He ends up being a Jedi and stuff like that. I felt like he always should have been a Jedi in this franchise, and it just never came to fruition.
In the third one, he just kept yelling Ray the whole time, and I'm like, ugh.
Well,
give
he
this
said
man something to do.
he also said, I remember when they were going down in the quicksand, and he was like, Ray, I have to tell you something, and you never found out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, what he was supposed to tell her is that he felt the Force as well, and so he was a Jedi. So here and near there. Anything else?
Not me.
I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. Be careful. There are James Bond spoilers out there from the last movie. I don't think really much else. Let me just go through. Nope. I think for now I'm good. So we could go into our nerd outs if we want to.
All right. Sure.
All right.
So you want to give us
I was just saying now all at once, guys.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah.
So so on my nerd out for this week, I have two, I believe. Yes. So just to catch up on you on my adventure in the Nord lands with Boy and his father. I have currently killed the dragon, and it was pretty awesome.
Ooh, that's awesome, man.
It was very cool. It was a very cool scene from when you were again, spoilers at this point. I shouldn't say it, but yeah, spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the mountain, and we were taking the flat up, and then we get attacked by a dragon, and that was pretty cool. And I mean, the whole sequence from that too, when you actually get to fight him on top of the mountain, was pretty badass. And I'm proud of myself because I did it in one shot. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a badass.
Nice. So it was like a continuous action piece for you.
I was, yeah, I mean, not a dead dragon, but yeah, I was expecting something to get us. I thought maybe it was gonna be like another big troll or like an armor troll, but no, they threw a dragon at me. So
and then you're like trying to catch his wings, and you're falling off and flying, and then you end up like on that mountain, big mountain set piece and stuff. It's pretty cool. When he died, I just ran up to him and I took a screenshot. He looked good though. The model looks good and everything.
Oh, he looked great. Like that. If they had
that game's incredible. Dude.
If they had a toy of that, I'd buy it.
Oh hell yeah!
The dragon.
Any dragon
is made. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And currently, what am I doing now in the game? Last thing I did, I chopped off that guy's head from the top of the mountain, got him brought him back to life, and found out that Odin's three sons are tracking me for some reason, and I don't know why yet.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a good battle.
So which one?
I'm very excited.
The Thor's brothers or Odin kids. I thought it was a cool fight. What was I gonna tell you? I forgot.
So with the game so far, I am enjoying it. There's parts where I won't say it gets repetitive, but you walk around, you kill these guys, you collect that, you collect this, collect that. But the major set pieces so far in this game have been amazing to play and watch. Yeah, man. From that first fight with the stranger at the house, that was awesome to watch.
That boss fight was amazing.
And it felt really awesome to play it. Like it didn't just feel like I was going with emotion. I was into it. I didn't want to lose to this guy. Coming up against like the I think I don't know if there's I forgot the frost giants or the trolls. I can't remember what they are.
Which ones?
The ones with like that big piece of wood on their shoulder.
Oh, I think those are trolls. Yeah.
Trolls. Okay, so I've done like a frost troll, a fire troll, and then I mean like those are awesome to play.
Those are awesome.
It feels cinematic. It feels tense, and then the dragon fight was just awesome.
Oh my god, I want to play that dragon fight so bad.
Yeah, so the big set pieces have been really getting me going to like the next one and the next one because I am really in where the story's going.
Sure.
Because I can say I have an idea, but so far everything that's leading up to it, it's like no, that can't be it. So I'm very excited. It's going to be really interesting to see how his history and who he is ties into the Nord world and why they're after him.
So you got a great game ahead of you, man. And I'm glad you keep playing it. That part right there is pretty awesome with the dragon. There's still a lot, I think. I think you're probably like halfway. What do you think, Manny? He's around halfway with the dragon.
It's hard to say, man. Story wise, yeah, I think he's like a quarter of a way in there. I think he's about half.
Yeah.
There's still a lot to do.
Did you meet that little goblin guy yet? Not the goblin. What is he? The armor smith guy. What is he like a?
The dwarf.
Yeah, he cracks me up, dude. The way he talks crap.
Well, he met the blue guy for sure. He actually met all of them. He met both of them.
I met his brother and him. Yeah.
Yeah. He just makes me laugh. I think he was like at one point talking to Kratos, and then his kid said something, and he's like, "Shut up!" Or like the way he told him, like, just shut him down.
It was funny.
Cracks me up.
He came back from mission. He's like, "Hey!" The kid's like, "Hey!" And he goes, "What the fuck? I'm on my lunch break."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like smart ass comments and stuff.
Like, what the fuck? I'm on lunch break. Whatever you want. He's funny.
Yeah.
So,
man.
yeah.
I can't imagine God of War 2 on PlayStation 5. Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that plays out still.
I'm glad you're playing it, man.
Oh yeah, no, I am too. Like I said, I have to be in the mood, and then once it grabs me, then I'm in. But
yeah,
it took us. Yeah, it took a second, and then I'm in.
Like, how do you fight? Do you do range, close up? Like, what do you really do?
So I started to upgrade the boy, where he's he actually helps me out a lot more. So I isolate one or two of them, and then I'll take them out. I'll take one out from afar, and then I'll move in on the ones that I can beat. If it's one of those situations where we have someone with a special ability or powers, then I have to work around them and take everyone else out before I go after him.
Yeah, me too.
So it's a lot of using my powers, strategizing, diving, and trying to get in the right spot. I'm glad that I put it on the second to hardest level to play. It's frustrating at times, but when you do it, it feels so good and like good because I haven't played Dark Souls. I played Bloodborne, and it's not quite that level, but it kind of has that same kind of like impact when you win a fight.
Yeah, you need the timing, the strategy, and you can get your ass handed to you. Well, that's good, man. Yeah, keep playing because there's a lot more to go. But I wish you could just replay some of the battles. Like if you just felt like fighting the first battle or the boss battles or something, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, cool, man.
I have one more, so I'll kick it to Frank, and you can go with yours, and then Manny can go ahead with his.
Okay. Wait, so you have more? You said or no?
I have one more. Won't be too long.
Oh, go ahead. What is it?
Okay. I started to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender again.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 15 of season 3, so I think I have like 6 more to go. This is still a really good show. The first season is good. It's a good starting point, but book 2 and 3 are fantastic. The action gets better. I think they gave them a little more budget for the next season 2 and 3 because the fights do clean up better, and there's a lot. Again, I'm not saying this is like a deep HBO type of storytelling, but for a kids show, they do touch on the idea of like self reflection and this idea of honor and trying to find out who you are and dealing with grief and all this kind of stuff. And it is handled really well.
Like self-doubt and growth.
Yes.
And, there's a lot of stuff in there.
And it's nice because again, like these are kids that are going through the story, and it is very a mature thing that they're going through, pretty much in the middle of a war, and it's on them to actually end the war. So the 1 minute they'll be kids, and then something happens, and it kind of brings them back to reality that this is real life, and we're kind of in danger. So it's a really good show, guys.
It's lighthearted. It's fun, and the animation's good. I appreciated the the action choreography. I thought was really well done. So good stuff, man. I got to keep going with it. I'm like season 1, like episode 10 or so. I got to keep going though.
You got a good.
I got a lot.
Again, you can squeeze in 2 or 3 episodes in about an hour.
Yeah, in about an hour.
They're anywhere between 21 to 24 minutes on average, depending.
Yeah, totally.
So you can do it.
Cool. Manny, you want to go?
I don't really have too much, man. Like I kind of slowed down watching Rebels. Actually, I guess I did pick up playing Call of Duty, especially during like my lunch breaks and all that. Especially since season 3 or season 4 got delayed. I thought I could make my run for my Tamagotchi watch, but I didn't really play too much last night.
What rank are you right now?
I didn't really play today. I think I'm like in my late 70s.
Okay.
There. So I'm hoping that
close, I guess. Yeah.
I'm close-ish with it.
Yeah. So they still have the XP going right now, or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I've been playing a little bit more of MLB. The show. So, and then sometimes I just get kind of stuck into playing that since the road to the show. You make your own player and you're trying to make it through the ranks of the minor leagues. So I'm finally at the major leagues and the season's almost over. So I'm just trying to push through it. It kind of sucks because my guy's sucking right now because I'm just rushing through games.
Are you from the perspective of one player or
of your own
are
player?
You like a team manager?
No, you're your own player.
You're one player. Okay.
One player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
but you can pick whatever position he plays, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can pick whatever position you play at the beginning. Sometimes they'll make you move. Like my guy played second base at first, but the team that I was on wanted me at third because there's more of a need at third, so they moved me to third base.
Is there anything like injuries or like, I don't know, just different stuff they throw into the career?
In Road to the Show, I'm sure there is injuries because you have to build up your attributes as the season goes by. And I mean, if you don't do something, you could get hurt.
Do your attributes do your attributes like get worse if you're like towards the end of your career? Okay.
Well, I don't know that. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they don't add up as quickly or they disintegrate a little bit more. But like if you suck at batting and you keep just swinging and you don't try, then your attributes for swinging are going to go down.
Is there like a between games training or modes or something like where you have to practice and stuff?
Yeah, there's little mini games. Some of them are straight through. Some of them you have to kind of keep pressing L1, R1 to lift up the weight.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of fun. I used to do those in some of the games like the UFC or NBA a long time ago.
It's in there. And then you got to make relationships with like your buddies or the people on the team and make them your buddies, because if you make them a buddy, then they give you a little bit extra power. They'll help you be better at fielding, like picking up the ball, not causing errors. Because it's a little more relaxed. That's what I'm guessing. So it's fine. But what I really like about it is that it goes by quick, because you could play a game and it'll only pick the moments your player's involved. So normally a game, would be like 40 minutes. You could play one game in like 10 minutes.
Well, how much of a difference can you make if you're only playing 10 minutes? And like, what if your team just was crappy that game? Like, can you like bring it back, or are you kind of screwed?
So there are moments in like the moments it picks. I don't know if everyone has the same road. Like for me, I didn't want to be picked by the Tigers, so I 3 times. And
what did you do 3 times?
I skipped them 3 times. It says, do you want to play with the Tigers, or do you want one more extra college year?
Oh, okay.
And so I kept skipping them to see if I was going to pick. And all 3 times I was picked by the Tigers. So that was kind of weird. But so I ended up working for them, and I don't know if the game is supposed to make you the superstar, and you're supposed to win Rookie of the Year at first. But the game itself, it'll put you in certain situations that you could potentially win the game, or you could potentially lose the game with stuff like that. So there are situations in there where I think I lost the game, but then all of a sudden here comes the bottom of the 10th. We somehow score 5 runs, and I could win the game right now. So there's something like that. So
yeah. I used to like those modes. Was there a basketball game that had a mode like this, but you actually could like buy cars and houses and stuff or something like that? It was like, you guys probably play more sports games.
I think I know what you're talking. Ballers?
Maybe, or 2K or something. They had like a mode.
2K got a little bit more into it. I remember 2K 16, I think, was really good about it. I had my guy, he's super tall, have long hair. Like my guy right now has a long beard and long hair, so I'm trying to do something like that. But I mean, it's fun. I don't have anything else. I've been watching Star Wars and stuff like that. I wanted to start watching The Big Bang Theory on HBO Max, but I'm gonna wait till I'm done. I'm gonna wait till I'm done with.
I find that show funny, dude.
Really? Yeah. I wanna try it out.
You don't like it? Oh, it's fun.
I hate that. I hate that show. But
what?
Yeah, I hate it.
Oh man, it's fun. It's fun, dude. It's funny. I usually don't like those shows, man. Like I'm probably the last person on earth who watches stuff like that, but I find it funny. I want to watch it on Max.
I mean,
just like
if you
in the background, it's fun. You know, it's just like uplift spirits, man. It's like I don't know.
If you enjoy it, that's cool. I do not like the show at all. When it ended, I'm like, it should have ended when the first season started in hot garbage trash. But that's just my opinion. So,
all right, man. Well,
I mean, it went on for 12 seasons. How much hard garbage trash can it be?
Well,
Supernatural went on for 15 years. It sounds like they ran out of material after season 5?
They didn't run out of material. Yeah. They just started to reuse.
For me, it ended at 5, so they just went on too long.
Oh, you can go on, but like again, like you can say that, but if you look at all these reality shows, they're hot garbage, but people like to watch hot garbage. So I mean, it is what it is. Like again, we all have those shows that we watch, like Riverdale. Terrible show. I love it. It's garbage, but it's garbage that I like. It's so like, weird and out there for no reason.
That. It's more like the junk food of what you watch. Like it's more.
Oh,
like
absolutely. I am like, I mean, I love watching it. I would say I'm proud that I watch it, but I watch it. Riverdale, legitimately entertaining me. Just how weird and stupid and nonsensical it is, and I love it just because of that. Now,
so again, what didn't you like about Big Bang Theory?
I mean, so when it comes to that kind of
stuff, hold on. How many episodes have you watched?
I would say at least the first 4 seasons.
You watched that much of something you don't like?
At the time, I was like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. Again, like a lot of shows. Again, like Friends.
Sure.
First season was okay. 2 was, like it got better up to about a certain point. And then it got stale after a while. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not gonna, because American Dad, no, not American Dad, Family Guy. I watched the first, like, I think it was 4 or 5 seasons, and now that I look back at them, I can't watch them ever again. It just like they don't hold up at all for me. They're terrible. So with Big Bang Theory, I watched the first 4 seasons, and then I was like, I can't do this no more. For me personally, I don't like the characters, and so I need someone to latch onto that's like, you know what, I don't necessarily have to like sympathize with them, but like I get where you're coming from. I can be like, okay, cool. I might not like all these, but I like you and like the way you interact with.
I don't really care about that. I just want to laugh. I don't care about all that, so I don't need the latching on part. So maybe maybe that's why.
And again, for like that's completely fine. Like if that's like if you just need to turn your brain off and have something on with with a couple of folks to laugh, by all means. I just would prefer to watch American Dad or Brooklyn Nine-Nine or something like where like
there's a lot to watch.
where like I generally like everyone on that show and the way they interact and stuff.
Okay, I can see that.
So yeah, I mean, again,
Did you
like
watch How I Met Your Mother?
I did.
Did you like that? That's a no. Might as well just say no, dude.
I hate the last season. It's terrible. It should have ended seasons. It should have ended at season 7.
I really haven't seen that show. I saw season 1. That's it.
I really enjoyed it up to a certain point.
Great show.
How many is it? 7 seasons or 8 or what?
No, it's like 9.
9
seasons. 8 or 9 seasons.
Which one of you guys said you watched the whole thing, the whole series, like 3 times or something? That was you, right? You?
Like twice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You did? But then why do you say you don't like it then?
No. I love that show, but the last season just I won't say the show, but like it drags it down so much where like I don't want to. It's because like again like watching it multiple times, you start to see flaws in certain things, and the last season just drags down way too much. There's things that could have focused on more. Yeah. And it's still funny. There's some really good storylines. It's like that. I put on the background and stuff and know exactly what episode it is and what the jokes come up and laugh still. But that last season is hard to watch for me personally, and it's just kind of like, oh fuck, I don't want to watch this, but I have to because I have to watch it all.
So it takes you all the way to season 9 to say it's hard to watch.
Yeah, because season.
No, it's a good season. It's a good show then.
No. It's a good show, but it has a resurgence. I think in 7 or 6 or 7, and then 8 is a little stale, but there's enough good jokes in there and enough stuff that's hilarious. But 9 just really drags it down. It's not like Dexter where like it starts off strong and just goes downhill and just terrible for like the half of the series. It's good. It has its good moments, and it's something that I can put on the background and watch specific episodes and or just pop on a random season. But I have a tendency of like when I watch an old show I like, I just watch it from beginning to end just because I get in this groove and I have to watch it all, even bad episodes, the bad seasons. I have to watch it. I just like for some reason in my brain, once I start it, I have to finish it. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite.
So, even with Big Bang Theory having so many comic book references, you still don't like it?
No.
Are you even a nerd?
I don't think the references are enough for him.
I don't know, like I'm not.
Right? I mean, it's like
just
because the references are there, it's like if you don't like it, then
it's Flash, ha ha ha. It's funny. I'm like, I don't know.
Sure. I like it, man. It's funny.
Like again, I personally don't think Big Bang Theory is for nerds. I think it's for people that like to make fun of nerds because they're not good people. They're terrible. I
don't know if it's for people who want to make fun of them. I think it's for people who are on the fringes. Like they aren't in the trenches. Like they don't know every little thing about every little character, but they have gone to see a Marvel movie before or something like that. But they're not like the biggest nerd on earth.
They're not. So I guess they're nerds because they're more into science and stuff, and they're into I get the feels that they're in, but they're not. The geek part is just to be like, oh, look at them. They're so. They're like
trendy or something,
so trendy and stuff like that. Because like trendy is one thing, but this I don't know. Like again, it pokes fun of more of being a geek and nerd than it actually like celebrates and shows them like, hey, this is actually cool. Because it's more like, oh, there's those dumb guys dressing up as Green Lantern and acting like idiots, and they think that they're the top of the poop chain in nerds. I don't know. It's weird. Like
dude.
I don't like it.
Then don't like it.
Again,
I like it.
I understand why people like it. I do. It's just I personally wanted to crash and burn in an airplane.
Jesus.
But I just don't like the show.
What?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's too much. You can't hate it that much.
This is making me want to watch it more.
Hey, if you want to watch it, watch it. I mean, I
am watching it.
I have
no perfect time.
I have no stake in it, so it's not like I'm going to get paid if you don't watch it or not. So, I mean, I love to talk about stuff. So if it's stuff I hate, stuff I love, we can talk about that all day long. But I just don't like the show.
Sure. Huh. All right, man. Well, I thought you would have liked
your nerd
all right. I haven't watched any movies. Haven't watched any shows. Haven't played any games. I went back into the toy world, which is.
How much have you spent
Well, first of all, not that much. Like,
Yeah. How much? So
I
what?
would
Tell us
say
figures.
about $200 probably. What I spent.
How many figures?
7.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's not
I
too
think about
bad.
5.
that's not bad. I didn't buy the crazy ones. Like people are, really after some of the like Spartan ones or rare ones or
Those are
those.
resellers, right?
Those like
Yeah,
$500.
yeah, because they were made in limited quantities. They were like Kickstarter only. They're by this point they're like 7 years old. But I lately I've been getting into toys again. I hadn't bought any for so long because I just stopped at one point. At one point I was buying several per week or several every couple weeks. But this is probably like 6 years ago, maybe 4 to 6 years
So
ago. But
what are these toys called?
yeah, they're called Mythic Legions. They are kind of like fantasy medieval toys,
Mhm.
and I don't know, man. They for some reason I found pictures of them on Instagram. I follow so much random stuff on Instagram that one day I just saw like this cool knight or like a cool orc or something, and I was like, what the heck are these? So then I went down the rabbit hole, and here I am a little bit later with 7 figures.
I mean, when you get into something, you go all the way in.
I go really hard, yeah. I get in there. But that sounded probably pretty bad, but that's not what I meant. Um,
Bad.
but this was like my little oasis, like I was telling you guys this week. They all 5 of them came. I'm still waiting on 2. I had one of them stuck in New Jersey somewhere, and I think with all the stuff going on, it's gonna be a while. But and then there's another one stuck somewhere, and then the other 5 I got, and yeah, it was crazy. I spent a lot of time messing around with them, and just the thing that I like is that you can customize them a lot. You can switch parts, and you can get 3D printed parts, like I was telling you guys.
Right.
You could paint them. You could do whatever you want, basically. You could take parts from other toys and put them on these guys. Like weapons and all that. Um, so yeah, that's what I like about them. The quality of these figures is pretty good. I used to love Marvel Legends back when they were Toy Biz. If you guys remember
Okay.
those, those to me were far and away better than the ones we got now, the Hasbro ones. Like I would say for the Hasbro, I might be interested in 5 out of 100 that they come out with because I just don't really like them. I think they're kind of slender and they're kind of crappy. I don't know. They're not just if they
Is it
charged $10 more for them and they were like a little bit better, a little bit cooler, then I'd be more into it. I guess there is lines like that. Like there's Diamond Select, which are a little bit higher end than Marvel Legends. But something about these just drew me in. I always liked the style, the fantasy style, the medieval. So yeah, man, I got really into it. I got a lot of
so?
them. But I'm gonna stop for a while.
So to ask you a question about that, I've seen a couple of reviews of like toy reviews and stuff like that about figures and stuff like that. What do you look for when you like are picking a figure or something that catches your eye? Because I know it could vary, but like in
hmm
general, what do you look for?
Like just no matter the line, you mean just whatever?
Yeah, again, we're like we want to talk about like the Pac-Man figures or the mystical ones you bought right now. Just in general, like just something generally catches your eye. What is it about that specific figure that goes like I need
Um,
to have?
I think blurring the line between toy and not sculpture, but like just well sculpted toy. Like I don't like I said, man, the Hasbro ones to me are very disappointing. Like some of them are cool, some of them are great. A lot of it has to do with that it's Captain America, oh it's the new Spider-Man suit.
Mhm.
But the toys themselves just they're not that good to me. So yeah, the sculpt and the paint I think are 2 things that really draw me in to it.
So the I guess the definition and the detail, I guess, is that what you're more into,
Yeah,
more or less?
and if I appreciate when they try to hide the joints or they give you options to swap parts and stuff, which is something not a lot of toys do. But
True.
these kind of just had everything that I'm looking for, man, as far as the physical aspect that I was talking about, and then the customizability and all that all that jazz. So I know. I mean, you bought a couple, right? How many did you get?
Two.
Two, yeah, but they haven't showed up yet, right?
I don't think they even shipped yet, to be honest. Because I think you paid extra for some kind of like special shipping or something. Because you're like fuck, I messed up. It's like
yeah, because it was loading weird on their site, so I
crashed.
accidentally I paid like $2 extra or something, which is not bad, but
Awesome.
but yeah, I wanted to make sure I could check out with that one that I got.
And I believe you started your own studio now. Where
studio, you're hilarious, dude. Ain't no studio.
You're taking pictures of these figures in my in that.
I used to do I mean used to do not this is all air quotes, man. Like this whole segment is air quotes. So anything I say like I used to do or studio, that's all air quotes. But I used to mess around with photography a lot, like in college. And yeah, I actually did a couple projects where I photographed toys. And I just did a lot of weird techniques and stuff and just whatever, messing around. But yeah, I actually with these I got really into it, and I was like, man, I want to, because they're the posability on them, the swappability and customization and everything, it just lends themselves to photography with these. So I haven't spent a dime yet to do any photography. I looked up some like tutorials or like pictures and stuff, YouTube, to figure out the basic techniques, and I just kind of used what I have. Like for background, I use my TV, or like I just darken the room and use whatever I have that's black, and use my phone and like phone editing tools and stuff like that. So yeah, I did make an Instagram. I put 2 pictures on there, and it's just kind of me messing around. They aren't really that good. I mean, they're kind of stupid, and you could see like the background. You could see the base and stuff. So, but yeah, if you want to look at them, it's Toys for Days with a Z. So TOYZ, because toys with an S was taken. So you can look at them and make fun of me. But I have been really enjoying these, and kind of got back into the toys. So I've been looking up stuff that's new and just following people on Instagram, kind of getting my fix that way without buying too many.
Sure, yeah, because I kind of noticed that there's like a subculture with this.
Yeah, man, there really is.
Like, there's a lot of people that love to like physically customize them by molding new things or new paint jobs, or making things and taking different parts and mashing them together. I know that's more on the extreme end for you, but would you ever, like, maybe one day we have time, or when you girls get older, you have a little more free time? Is that something you would you be interested in doing, of like actually like repainting them to new color scheme for yourself?
I think I would. I ordered 2 3D parts for one of them, so they're kind of like basic. They're just like a foot swap and a like a mask, like a war mask or something. So they're 2 tiny pieces, and I'm gonna try and paint them. But it's very intensive because you have to. Yeah, it's just a lot of work to do that, and I don't have that much time. But yeah, I would see myself doing that kind of stuff, but not heavy. I don't think. I don't know. Some people go really nuts, and there's this one guy that I think he said he spent 30 to 50 hours on one, and it took him a lot of money and a lot of time. So I probably wouldn't go that far, but I would. I think I like the idea of just swap the helmet, swap the head, could maybe paint it. There's they sell some of the figures that they sell are called builders, where they are more basic. They're just not fully painted. They're not fully, they don't necessarily have a name and a backstory, but you can buy them and they're a little cheaper, and then you could paint them and customize them however you want them, because they kind of just come black or just straight up silver, and you could like fill in the details and make whatever colors you want. But
that's pretty cool.
Someday, I mean, maybe, but yeah, there's people who have like dioramas, and like you were saying, there is a culture for it as far as the photography and messing around with them, doing the reviews. You guys have all probably watched Chartimus Prime and all that stuff on YouTube. So yeah, this is what I was doing to kind of consume my week with my free time.
Nice. And That's actually not the only thing that you've done. I believe you built like a little toy set for your girls.
You know more about what I do than I do.
Because you forget. Because if I don't bring it up, you go, "Oh yeah, that's right. I
You're
have
right,
kids."
dude. You are right. I forgot about that. That might have been what kind of was starting to push me over the edge of toys again. Where I saw on Instagram again. I gotta get off Instagram because it's making me spend money now. But I saw somebody made like a Pokemon battle board thing, and it was incredible looking. And I was like, I knew like from looking at it, I'm like, I could never build that. It's like really high, high end and stuff to me anyway. But I saw that and I kind of get inspiration because the girls are really into Pokemon. So I just did some research and got some basic stuff, and I made like a green grass Pokemon battlefield, and then I just painted the grass to have the Pokemon shapes. I bought some toys and stuff, put like rocks and trees and stuff. And yeah, I mean the girls have been enjoying it. They're playing on it and stuff. I'm still waiting for a lot of stuff to arrive. The toys anyway. I got maybe like 5 out of like I don't know 30 that I bought. But yeah, they need a few more to arrive so they can play a little more. But that kind of started me, and then I saw these, and so hopefully it's over for a little while.
So I know you don't consider yourself crafting that way, which I don't think is true. But let's say there's people listening to this and they've been interested in themselves, but they're kind of they don't think they have that know how to do it. How easy would you say this is? Like building that thing for like a starter.
I think the hardest part is the research because you should spend more time figuring out what materials am I going to use, what do I need to buy. I wasted a lot of time like buying the wrong thing or like not understanding this or that, not getting this piece or something like that. So to me, that was a big part of it. You got to do the homework on it and just really put together a list, be a little more patient. Like I kind of was like, oh, I'm just gonna make a basic one, and I go buy like $20 worth of crap, and I'm like, oh, I screwed it up, or like this is stupid, or So that's like a big part of it, and but I think once you figure that out, it's easier than you might think to do it. So I made a really basic one. I could probably put a picture of it up, or at some point show anybody who listens something like that. But super basic, man. I bought like a project board or something at Home Depot for like $5, and then I bought some grass that you can glue onto it. That was probably like $12, and then some paint for like $2. So I really didn't spend that much. The freaking Pokemon toys are expensive, man. So that's really where your expense is gonna go. The official ones are a lot of money, man. Like any little figure you want is like $5 to $8, maybe even 12 for one. Yeah, for one like 1 inch toy. Like so I had to find like eBay and AliExpress and stuff to get some of these toys because I couldn't buy. If I bought 20 at $6 each, like I'm not gonna spend that much. The kids are just gonna play with it. I'm not here to like really collect or make a serious diorama or something. So it kind of depends what you want to do with it as well as the budget and your skill level. So if you understand those 3 things and you do the research, you could definitely make something.
How'd you feel after you made it? Did you get like a sense of accomplishment, or did you feel like good about making it? Like you kind of want to do it again?
Yeah, I did feel a sense of accomplishment when it was done, and I took pictures. I was like, hey, that actually looks pretty good. There was definitely points along the way where I was like, man, I shouldn't have done this, or should I really have done this, or is this a waste of time? And like I said, I kept messing up or buying the wrong things and returning stuff. So yeah, but I felt pretty good about it at the end, and kind of like I think it can snowball. Like if you were able to make that board, the next time you like now that I have these figures, I don't know if I would have ever considered buying a 3D piece and painting it before, because I would have been like, I don't know how to paint. I don't want to learn. So
Sure.
I think it can snowball, and yeah, it was the best part was just having the kids play with it and they enjoyed it. So, yeah, it was a good project, and yeah, I kind of forgot, and we never talked about it on the show. So
Yeah.
There it is. I've been in Toyland for I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Highland Misfit Toys. That's good, man.
Well, and then I saw you showed me your shelves with your stuff, so
Oh, yeah.
I went out and bought a couple shelves because of you. I was like, man, because I went so long without displaying anything of mine, and I was like, I need like just like a little corner with 2 shelves, not too much on it.
Yeah.
You know. So
You need your thing.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Hey Manny, so to kind of piggyback off of that, have you had any interest of ever doing anything like that? Like maybe even just a small little project like that, something like a nerdy geek based thing, ever?
Nope. Nope.
It
Because I
just not
never have any room.
okay.
I get
So
you.
I'll
Let's
wait till
say
I actually get my room and
okay, so it
I'll do
will,
something.
Yeah.
yeah. So we time and I guess in space, that is something you want to kind of like dabble in a little bit.
Nah, maybe not in the extreme as Frank, but I would like to display what I got.
You have a good
Especially like
library
the
of stuff,
rare
dude.
ones. Yeah, they're all packaged up, so I don't know if I'll open them up, but I will display them
You got a lot
for
of
sure.
nice anniversary Batman stuff, the remote control BB-8. You got like some nice little pieces, man.
Yeah, so we'll see where everything goes, man. I might open up the animated series stuff,
Oh
and
yeah.
who knows, maybe that'll
Yeah.
kind of pick everything up again. But I know the Bat Cycle I bought looks pretty cool when it's out of the box, so I'll
Yeah.
probably open that guy up. But right now I don't have it open. The Funko Pops, maybe I
I
won't
forgot you
open
got
up.
that.
But no, I mean the diorama stuff. I don't really see myself kind of building a whole diorama with it unless I really, really get inspired by it. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool though. I didn't know they had dioramas for like Pokemon and stuff. I wish I had that when I was little.
Me too, man. That's really what drove me. I was like,
I
dude, I
have
would
a
have killed to have this when I was small.
I have a whole bag full of Pokemon toys. I was gonna offer to give them to you, but I'm like, oh no, I kind
Nah,
of
you got to
want.
keep them, dude. Yeah, you got to keep those.
But all the ones that you were showing us, I have all the little ones like that. So
Little Charmander and stuff.
yeah, I felt bad not offering them, but
Ah, don't feel bad,
I've
man.
had them for a
One
long
day
time.
Elena's gonna play with them, or
Yeah.
you can put them up or something.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Those are, like I said, man, they're a little pricey, man. So if you get rid of them, if you ever want to get them back, it's like a little bit of money.
It's gonna cost.
Yeah, because those were like the classic ones. The ones that I've seen, like Pikachu's
Like-
still fat, Charmander is still like reddish.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
I have some of those. They're not actual size. Like Lugia is still the same size as like Charmander, but those are all pretty fun collections.
I wish the
think I have everyone.
toy shows were on right now, because I would definitely, right now the way I'm feeling, I would definitely go to one. Probably spend too much money, but
Oh yeah. in a
Oh, I'm
heartbeat.
so glad it's not going on right now. So
man,
glad.
that just would have blown so much money.
Absolutely.
But yeah, even without it, I still spent a lot.
Like that day right before the pandemic, where I don't even know how it started, but I instantly spent like $200 within like 10 minutes.
I remember that, man. That was with
Like I bought the Bat
the cycle, right?
I bought finally the original Batman, and I was so close to buy like Bane and all the support characters and Joker. Now, and because I remember thinking to myself, and it's fucking dangerous, dude.
It is,
It's
man.
like I was like, oh, I have Batman. I gotta get Joker.
Yep.
I like Bane. Should get Bane. Well, I got Batman and Joker. I might as well get Robin. Should I get Batgirl too? Like it's one of those things. Like, man, I just
know,
had to
man.
stop myself.
It does get bad, dude. Because like with this one, I really, like I said, I like this style of characters, like the medieval stuff. So I like gladiator stuff. So there's a ton of gladiators, and I'm like, those are all expensive. And then it's like the Spartans that you saw, Sonny. Those are really expensive.
I'm looking at those figures too, and they are super cool looking. They're painted very well.
Yeah, man.
I feel like they're heavy too. Are they heavy?
A little bit. They are hefty. I mean, they're probably like twice the weight of a Legend, something like that. They're stock.
They're kind of pricey. They're like $35 each. I saw. There's only 2 in stock.
Yeah.
So the 2 that no one wanted, like a little gnome and a Cyclops looking guy.
Yeah, the Cyclops, I believe, is like 9-inch tall, and then
that one's
the rest of them are
$55.
6, and then the dwarves and goblins are like probably 4-inch, and then they have trolls, which are like 12-inch tall.
Yeah. But the shading and the painting on these look pretty darn cool.
Man,
especially
that's like really what got me.
Like even the skull one, which is green, like a blue and a green and a purple with the helmet. That looks really cool. It stands out. And then the Panther one looks really cool. He's all purple.
Sex Panther.
So
I
like them.
I love them.
I like them.
I really love them. They, like I said, they got me back into the toys, man. I didn't think I was gonna buy any for a very long time.
The skull one.
Every time you,
I know, right, man?
Look really cool.
You mean like the regular skeleton ones?
Yeah, like the skeleton one looked cool.
Yeah.
And then I saw like the first wave of them. The colors look really nice, man. Like they really pop.
Yeah, man.
It's like almost like a powder. It's like a powder painting, but it doesn't look deep. It looks like it's a good job.
Yeah, man. I love them. They, like I said, man, the quality. I really enjoy that. So.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to ask Manny about this because I'm thinking out of us three, I'm not into toys like you guys are. But what type of things do you look to like buy, or like what generally catches your eye? Where like I need this now. Is it a specific franchise, or is like Frank's like his detail or certain things, or what is it about something like get to buy it?
For me, what really attracts me are the classic suits, like new takes or different designs in the classic suit. Like I'll always think twice for buying like a black Spider-Man suit because I would want it, but do I really need to spend the money? But I really want it. So that always makes that I always fight with myself buying one with like black Spider-Man, even though that's like the most simplest Spider-Man you could get. But I remember when I was younger, that kind of tends to like when I was younger, I never found that black Spider-Man toy. And I never got it. So whenever I see one, I kind of want to get it. Luckily, this past year, my father-in-law has kind of loved going to flea markets and thrift stores and all that. So I've been following him. So now I'm able to find the toys that I never got. So I actually did find the little 6-inch symbiote Spider-Man. But for me,
found some decent stuff, man, running around those flea markets.
Yeah, it's super fun. I try to find like the retro sports stuff and then the toys that I couldn't get before that are open box. So, but for me, for Batman and stuff like that, I look for like the classic suits or the suits that really catch my attention. Like that's why I made a point for the animated series ones. I got the main suit from the show, and like the Bat Cycle that I always liked. Violet, when we first started dating, bought me the Batmobile, but it was so much money back then. I mean, it's more money now, but I told her to return it because I never had the original Batman. So I was like, I have the Batmobile, but I don't have Batman. I don't want this. Now that I had Batman, it kind of opened up the whole thing. So for me, keeping a long story short, it's just like the classic suits, man.
Sure.
That's really getting me on that.
Yeah.
I normally wouldn't go for like what's the Batman that for McFarlane, the red and black one, the Hellbat?
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't get that so far. Like if I had to pick,
I didn't.
I did pick between. Yeah, I picked between Hellbat and the animated series one, and the animated series one was $60 because I didn't buy it when it first came out, and I picked that one over Hellbat. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you might add more to the collection once you actually have your own room and space, and you kind of have like your I guess your home office for you to display all your stuff? Do you feel like maybe you might go maybe a little more inclined to buy certain things that you wouldn't?
Like I'll buy more statues for sure.
Okay.
I'll buy my first hot toy that I almost bought Ben Affleck hot toy, but I didn't. but I'll probably buy more of those like life statues and all that. Frank always sends me on Instagram these different posts about these statues and all that, and they look so freaking amazing.
I know, man.
I found
really
one. I found one guy. I don't know if he's associated with Hot Toys, but it seems like he gets all the Hot Toy figures and statues and all that, and he shows them, putting them together, and they look so freaking great.
Yeah, man.
But maybe I'll get more statues. Would I incline to getting something else, like a different Batman suit or something? I mean, maybe not. I mean, the furthest I'll get is probably like the Joker Batman suit. I always thought that was really cool with Joker inside the Ben Affleck Batman. So
I always remember that one, man. That's a cool.
Yeah, that one's really cool. But I might not venture out too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like leave them in the box, you guys, or do you want to take them out and pose them? Like, what do you display them?
I leave them in the box for now.
Originally, I would open most of them, but I've gotten the habit of like having certain ones stay in the box, and then some I'll still take out. I do like to like pose them and like have them kind of like stand next to each other. Like I have like 3-4 Godzilla figures, and they're all kind of like standing all next to each other, and to me that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it kind of depends on the figure, I guess. Like I said, probably half and half.
You know what I like? One more thing on these Legions is they built it so that you could put it back in the box. So the back has like a plastic tab, and you can just slide out the cardboard.
Oh.
And then you could take the toy out, mess around with it, and then you can put it back how it was, and then put the card back in, and you could just, keep it in the box again, basically.
Smart.
So I was like, these guys thought it through, man. I was like, you guys got me.
That's
man.
nice touch. I mean, I can see in the box that like they have like you know how most toys have like a hook, like where they hang them in stores.
Yeah.
These guys have like a hole for like a hook or something to hang on there. If you want to hang on the wall and everything. So
it's got like the circle built in, so you could kind of you don't have like additional hook or sticker or like stuff that could rip
these
off.
Guys, you can definitely tell these guys love toys, and they they care about the collectors. You want to keep in a box, you can do that. If you want to take them out, you can do that. You want to mess around, change them. Yeah, these guys, they're small, but they really show that love and passion for the toy game, and you can really see it in these figures because they are really cool looking, and then the stuff that people do to them, it's even awesome to watch.
Yeah, man, it's cool, man. So that's all I've been doing, just toys, man.
So one more question for everyone: is there like a white whale toy, something that you've been dying to get? Maybe it's too expensive or something you're waiting to come out or anything like that. Do you have that one figure where like if you see it, you have to buy it no matter what because you may never ever see it again?
It's probably just Hot Toys because I've never had one. Like I just love the insane level of quality because to me that's like a premium figure. But I would gravitate to one or two or three characters that I love and get like a really nice hot ones, like brand new with all the pieces and everything. That's probably something I would do, but I think what are you looking at, like $300 to $500 for one of those?
I think they're like about 200.
About 2.
Oh, really? That's not terrible.
That's basically it. I mean, I don't have besides that like one specific one, but
okay.
Yeah, kind of like I would like to have like a really high end one, like a hot toy.
For me, and I had a chance to buy the re-release, and I've never gotten it since I was a little kid. It was the original Megazord for the Power Rangers.
So some retro stuff.
I had one in my hand at Walmart, and I put it back, and I still regret it.
When was this?
The original one. This was a long time ago, man. Like maybe 2013, maybe even 2010. I forgot when. But I still regret putting it back.
Well, yeah, you're never gonna beat retail on some of those toys like that, man.
No, and I'm glad. I guess I'm not glad I put it in, but like reading the remarks or the reviews of it, that one was probably a little weak. So,
okay.
I mean, I didn't know at the time, but now I kind of feel a little bit better. But it will probably be like if I find it at a flea market full, yeah, I'm probably buying that. But, and that's why I go to these flea markets to kind of find these toys. Like I bought these toys for you guys too. Little Batman McDonald toys, like the original Batman from the cartoon, and I can't find them. I think I know where they're at, but last time I saw you guys, I wanted to give them to you. Little stuff like that, like that's why I kind of go to these flea markets, just kind of like live back and old school toys I can find or something like that. Yeah, now it's a little bit like they know what they have.
I know, right? It seems like people are figuring it out.
Yeah, like like the classic costumes that I like. People know, oh, this is a classic costume. People are gonna buy it.
Yeah, man.
But like I don't know. Like I the one figure I would probably have to say is probably that oh, I just remember I have the original Batman 2 from '92. I got that one. I would probably have to say is the Megazord from
the Megazord. There was this. You remember the little white Falcon Power Ranger?
Yeah, from the movie.
I had him flying out the window of the van when my mom was driving when I was a kid. He fell out. He flew out because I was, she was going fast and I was like doing through the wind, and he went flying. And I tried to have her go back, and she did try, but I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. So I used to run through the store too, like making him fly through the aisles, and like that toy I would like to have again. I've seen it. It's not actually that expensive, I don't think.
No, it's from the movie.
Oh, that's why nobody wants it.
I think so. It was one of those things that was always
But to me, it was like a fun toy that I remember as a kid. So it would be more of one of those pieces. And yeah, like you kind of made me think about that now, like just like childhood pieces or something. I've seen them around, but that's one that stuck out for me.
See, the problem with these freaking conversations, man, it's probably gonna spark something. Like right now, I'm gonna look on eBay.
Don't, dude. Don't.
I'm already. And $75.
Well, I just went down the rabbit hole with these legions, man. I gotta stop. It's how much? What, the bird?
Best offer. Oh no, not the bird. I'm not looking for you yet.
Oh, okay. Falcon's already. For some reason, I thought he was cool because you could bend his.
Oh my god, dude! I think I see the one that I was gonna buy. Was this it?
Oh, yeah, this is really cheap, so it's not expensive at all.
$300. I think that's the original one.
For the Megazord?
Yeah. $550. So that's the original.
Christ, dude.
I can't find. I gotta see if I could find the Walmart.
What's
that,
here
it is. Legacy. $500.
Damn.
Which one is the one? The other one I had was the like brontosaurus looking thing, like a round. There's like a round base.
Yeah, that's a hard one to get too.
Yeah. Those were cool.
God. I remember out of all those ones, I remember I had the white tiger Zord. I had the green dragon.
I wanted that one. I had the green dragon. What green dragon? Like from the Green Ranger or the bad one?
The Green Ranger you had, I thought.
Yeah, I have a toy downstairs. I don't know where it is, but like his
shoulders is it like the big dragon one?
Up. Yeah, so like he has like his shoulders are gold, but they actually like pop out like this. So like it looks like shoulder pads, I guess, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't remember if it was the good one or the bad one, but I still have that to this day, and I still have the white saber sword that I still have like OG from when it came out. I still have that. Yeah, so I mean, I think for me, I don't have one specific one that I'm dying to get, but I do regret not jumping on certain toy lines when they come out, like the Pac-Man figures. Like I've been able to find most of them. Leatherback, it's gonna cost me a couple $100 just to get him, and it's like if I got him when the movie came out, I had him, I would have never got rid of him.
Do you care if he's in the box or not? Or
I don't care if he's in the box. I just want him because he was like my favorite one in a movie. Because like I guess if I was a kaiju, that would be me. So, but so I
well,
was
dude,
like,
I mean, why would it cost you that much? It's $50 right now.
is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. That's a little better.
I
But
should have
I'm
told
also
you.
cheap too. So,
I
but like the problem with me and like toys is I'm cheap. Like I need to be like in a good like in a
Sure.
why not? I'm in a good mood, and then I buy it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Well,
sit
I
there and go
remember
like,
you bought like several ones, probably because we were at Comic-Con together. That's why you bought some.
actually,
I
I
remember
was at the
Manny
flea
walking around with his giant box that one day.
That's why I'm away, man. That was the first
Yeah.
one I went to. That's the last one I've been
This
to.
dude making me laugh. What with his damn box? All of a sudden, I couldn't find him for like you and me, Sonny, were looking for him for like 45 minutes, and we find him. He's got a damn box
I
walking
was like, I
around.
messed up, guys.
It was because of that I bought Spider-Man 300. I went on a fucking such a bad kick. I bought 2 Spider-Man 300s, dude. The first, but I sold one of them for a profit.
Oh, the
Then I had to
comics,
sell
yeah.
them again. Yeah, then I sold them again when I
I
got
bought
closer to getting
Avengers
married.
#4 for like $450.
Oh my god, we gotta stop this conversation, dude.
I sold it back though. I got the money back. I paid for the photographer with that money with that comic book. I don't know why I bought that, dude. And Nicole was on board with it. She was like, "Yeah, just buy it." I was like, "What the?"
Well, yeah, because it's an
You better go
old
with that.
school comic.
It
I'm
was right
hoping
when Avengers game was gonna come out. I had to have it.
it's not going to be possible, but one of my dreams is before I die to at least buy the first Batman, Detective 27, or Amazing Fantasy 15,
Yeah.
and at least own one of them.
Be awesome.
You never know. You never know, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got down the comic rabbit hole back then with you guys, and yeah, I was gonna get stuff graded, and I was going into like a psycho.
So
yeah.
I could get Amazing Fantasy 6.5 on eBay for $88,000.
Oh, wow. What about like a 1.0 rated copy that's like
how about a 0.5 copy?
0.5?
I could get that for $8,000.
Dang, man. What does that look like? Yellow?
I honestly probably will still get that. I'll send it to you later when I'm done.
My God,
I might get that. That's still cool.
I mean, if you have it and you can do it, because I mean.
And then we were like hunting first appearances and stuff.
So how about
like that one item that goes, this is my like pride and joy.
Like your grail, yeah.
So 6.5 is a steal. Because you know why? 7.5 or 7.0, $350,000 for 7.0.
Oh my God, dude.
That's a steal. If I had the money, I would buy the 6.0 right now. Let's look at Detective Comics 27 before we finish this.
Let's do that
before we adjourn.
Detective Comics 27.
Oh God.
Now, last time I checked, I have not seen ever a detective comic on eBay. I've only seen the pages, and that's what I see now. I only see pages. A page of Detective Comic. This is the 5th page only. $1,400. The 10th page, $1,500, and page 19 is $1,200. Yeah. The remake that you normally got with like Oreo or something like that, still sells pretty good amount.
Oh,
dude,
right.
God, this Alex, I saw this one too. I think
Which
this
one?
Alex Ross one. Hopefully you can see that. I'll share it.
Like a recreation of it.
Oh, yeah, dude, this one's awesome. This one's $200.
That must have been what alternate cover that he did.
A variant.
Yeah, a variant.
This looks amazing.
I know, man. His stuff is crazy.
I'm done.
Yeah, it gets bad, dude. It gets bad.
Oh, man. It's such a rabbit hole. Just it
really
just takes that. It just takes that one thing to go. Well, it says I'm here. Let me keep looking, and then it's just never ending.
But when these figures came across my eyes, I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
I
I got
just
mad at you. I got because
I'm
then I
sorry,
started going
man.
through the catalog, all stuff. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Oh man,
Why you show me what I
this.
can't have?
Like those mechs you showed me, and then you showed me
Yeah.
these the mythical figures. It's like this is right up my alley, and it's
Hey, I hope
just
you didn't I
I
hope you didn't buy the mech, did you?
no, I did not.
Dude, I got a refund on it
Yeah,
because it said delivered and it was nowhere to be found. And then eBay did an investigation. They're like, yeah, this is a scam. We're gonna give you the money back.
what did I tell you? I told you, and you're like, no,
But dude,
no,
his
trust me.
it was weird because he had ratings. He had like a 9-year-old account. He had like
You
everything
can
there that would make you buy it. What happened? I couldn't hear you.
you can pay for ratings. You
Ah,
can have a bunch of people
such a
do it.
no, I don't know.
I mean, again, where it was coming from, I was like, it's a little too good to be true because it
Sometimes,
just
dude, it's true, but I mean, this time
sometimes you
it
get
didn't
lucky.
happen.
Yeah, like sometimes you truly do take a gamble and win.
Yeah,
Sometimes they just you just won't ever see them again.
but I mean,
Because
eBay is very good
as
about
soon as you
giving you the money back. Like they don't even play, man. They give it right back. So I was like, that to me, that kind of added a layer of like, okay, I'll give it a shot.
well, yeah, I guess. I mean, again, like, if it paid off, you got something cool, but
Yeah,
you got your money back and then no harm, no foul. So
yeah. I don't think I'm gonna
it
get
is.
one for now because I'm really fixated on this fantasy stuff. So maybe when because I was at the time I didn't know about the Legions because I was really
Yeah.
into the Pacific Rim stuff that I had bought a long time ago. So I was displaying those, and then I found Mecha, and I was like, Mecha.
Yeah, because some of those do look good though.
Yeah, they do, man.
Um,
They're very tight
and
install. So
because like at first I felt bad. Like I bought two of the figures. I'm like, ah man, I don't know. And then I turn around. Oh, I bought seven. I'm like, oh well, I'm glad it wasn't you. Because I was like, because
yeah,
it is easy to buy a lot of them all at once.
dude,
You're
it
like,
is too
I have the
easy.
money. Yeah, it's so easy, but
Yeah.
just gotta slow it down a little bit sometimes and kind of weigh it out in your
What's
mind.
good? What's good right now is that I don't have space. Like I can't put up 50.
Right,
I gotta pick and
right.
choose. You know, I could maybe put, let me think here, like 10, 20, 30. I could do like 30 right now. So those 30 gotta count. So I'm not gonna just buy just to buy. And I'm
Everything.
kind of like,
Yeah,
it's making me more picky. So like if
sure.
I see Hellbat, I love that design. I love the comic. I like the character, but the toy just wasn't doing it for me. And
Wasn't that good?
after like 3 times looking at it, I'm like, I don't want this. Like, you know, and since I don't have space, then I save myself the money. So
Yeah, that's a big factor for sure. That's why I asked Manny if he ever had when he gets his room in his man cave, if that it will influence you on certain
hmm
things.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
because you remember when I was living above you, I had that whole room and I just started going nuts, like trying to fill it, like with
it's a nice setup too.
paintings, comics, toys. It was insane.
Yeah.
But it was a double-edged sword because you're just spending more money.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You got something
I
on that screen there, buddy? Trying to show
he
us?
closed it
Nope.
real fast.
Oh, he's got to put
Nope.
it away. He's got to put it
He
away.
I was
closed it
looking
real
at
fast.
how much my comics I have because I
Oh,
sold
okay.
all my good Spider-Man ones, but I have
Yeah.
Batman from New 52.
hmm
I wanted to see if they kind of went up in price. Some of the variants I have.
Did they?
Um, yeah, there was like Batman number 1. I've seen that go for like 60. Well, I dropped my AirPod. I found that one for like $60, and I think
That's
I paid for like $20 or something.
Yeah.
was that Scott Snyder run
Greg
the
Capullo and yep.
yeah
Oh,
yeah
okay.
yeah because I got the whole run there and last time I checked the first issue first edition I guess the first print some people they're going for about $100 for the first issue so that might be
I've
my
seen 40.
40 I've seen now
Yeah.
again depending on the grade and all that kind of stuff because I think that along with like I have the first appearance of Carnage.
Mm.
I have the Death of
Oh, that
Superman
one.
still in the bag, unopened. I
Mm.
got a couple. issues. They're like, again, they're not going to like pay a mortgage on a house, but there's something. You know?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's a good spot to
yeah, man.
to
That
leave
was
it
a lot
on.
of nerding out.
Kind of like rambling at the end and kind of take it down. But
That's
where can
fair.
they find us, Sonny?
Well, if you are interested in following our for further adventures at Three Nerds on a Sunday, you can go to Facebook. You can search Three Nerds on a Sunday. You can follow us there. If you want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, you can find us on any podcasting app, and we're also on Spotify as well. Just search Three Nerds on a Sunday. And if you want to see our beautiful mugs on the screen, you can go to YouTube. Again, search Three Nerds on a Sunday, and you can subscribe there. And we on Facebook, we post every Sunday when a new episode is up. So if you want to stay current, up to date, you can definitely follow us there.
For sure.
All right, everyone. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next Sunday, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Bye.